anyone who may watch this back at any given point, or watch it now if in case you are someone who pays attention to that. We are going live for another night of our Strixhaven campaign. We'll actually be turning cams on tonight here shortly once I have a fifth member arrive for the group. Just don't want to set up cameras for this and then have them change in 5 minutes. Which I probably should have these cameras set up. Anyway, we are going to go ahead and get started with our tonight's session. It's going to be a shorter one as we are missing a couple of members due to busyness of the season. But we are going to go ahead and jump right in back kind of where we left off, just to wrap up a few things, and we'll move on a little bit into more of the life of a student at Strixhaven. Last we left our party, they had been investigating a few things on their own due to their entanglements that have happened previously. They're trying to check in on a few things to try to figure out what kind of is going on, but no one seems to quite understand what they're asking. Although they've gotten a couple of leads here and there of what places they can go, people they might be able to talk to. They were invited to a gathering of the program that they are all in, this extra-dimensional student group, effectively, run by a woman named Kazmina. She has invited you, as well as about 13 other students, I think, to said dinner at Dapplewing's Manor, and giving you guys a decent chance to kind of intermingle, talk to each other, find out a little bit more as you would, or as you wouldn't, as you please, whatever you like. Through this, you do see friends like Aurora, Lorene, Quintilius, and Rampart, a few others that you've encountered briefly at various points in the month or so that you've been here. This is kind of a check-in, check and see how you guys all are all doing, because for at least the majority of the people at this table, this is a whole different realm than you've ever lived in before. So it is kind of a big thing. Might be kind of surprising until it's taken a month to have something like this, but nonetheless, they
trust them.
Yeah. And that's kind of a rough recap. Is there anything in particular anyone else has to add to that?
Veronica and Garrus put a cadaver in Finn's bed. That was an important part of what happened.
I'm sorry, what?
Also,
you were there. They built a body and put it.
Oh, the dead body.
Oh, it wasn't the cadaver. It was yeah, okay.
It was a built body.
It was a cave, technically.
It was a collection of cadaver
tied together,
parts,
animated with foul magic that defies.
Also, there is currently unbeknownst to Alar, there's a bet. There's a bet being made where Garrus believes that Aurora will go on a date with Alar out of pity, and Finn thinks that she won't. And so,
but neither of us thinks that you're gonna legitimately woo the girl.
Yeah. So what's gonna happen is, if the only thing is that if Aurora goes on a date with Alar, then Finn has to admit in public to Iman that Iman is smarter than him in every way. Sorry, I think the words were that Iman's intelligence are superior to Finn's in every way.
Yeah, and
then I think if Garrus loses, I think he has to challenge Iman to Dragon Chess, like a
That's
public game of Dragon Chess. That's the real campaign. I don't know who else. I don't know what you guys think we're doing. That's the real campaign.
Making bets on social lives. I mean, that's really, we're in college, so yeah, why not?
Yeah,
I
one of those
like it.
shitty things to do. Like you find out like 5 years later. Like, god damn, I would have hated you if I'd found out about that.
details.
Now
Woo.
it's funny, but like right now, if I'd found out then, I would have been so mad.
At the time, I was taking this shit pretty seriously.
That's why we didn't tell you, man.
Right.
All right, so
He's just doing his thing. He's got no idea.
Yeah. As the time has gone on, you've been here for a couple hours now. You actually kind of the moon's kind of lightened a little bit. Even with the professor here, she seems to be very much like this. She knows this is intended to be a social gathering, and she has been very laid back and kind of laughing even at a lot of the probably things that she shouldn't laugh, or slight chuckles at things that she just shouldn't even be acknowledging. But it's kind of the atmosphere is that it is an open area. She, being from another plane herself, actually, never mind. She is not. I don't know where she's from. Being a planeswalker specifically, and having traversed the planes, has a good understanding. Like, you guys need to cut loose every now and then. This is kind of like the idea, and giving you as a good outlet to it, and giving you a kind of a network to work with as well, of others who might in some ways understand your plight, might not. But as the night comes to, can you hear Cole?
I cannot.
Okay, good.
A little bit.
Distantly.
Just
Yes.
a slight whine in the background. Sorry, he is distracting me.
I think I'll treat myself to some slight wine.
Go
Aha.
down. Just go. Sorry. She addresses the table. Well, my little embers, it is an excellent time. Ooh, look. Javis has arrived.
Hey, Seamus.
And it is an excellent time.
It's on. Here comes Casmina's description.
Hey.
Yeah, we just got into the recap a little bit because, we start late. Because we talk too much.
Well, I'm glad you talked too much. The roads were literally terrible. I mean, like, everybody was going like 45 and a 75. It was. I saw 4 wrecks on the way.
Oh, gross. Well, glad that you're safe.
So,
Glad we did
yeah,
get
same here.
Like, 5 minutes in, like, hey, I got into an accident, and everyone thought it was okay for the most part, and find out that it was absolutely awful, but you walked away with a broken foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, none of our friends would do that. They
Yeah.
would.
None of our friends would mislead us like that and leave us in the dark about the true.
No one misled
Severity.
you. I did not feel. And I didn't break my foot. I had stitches.
I don't know. It sounds like something was
Jared, we
broken.
clearly weren't talking about you, so
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
feel
Jeremy,
targeted.
you must
yeah,
be
if you
projecting.
didn't break your foot, I wasn't talking about you.
Yeah, we also were
Clearly.
saying
I
that
hate
none of
all
our
of you
friends do
so
that. So I
much.
don't know why we're even acting like we said anyone would do that.
I hate all of you.
That's because most of what I said applied to you. Doesn't mean that what I said applied to you.
We have a lot of friends, Jer. Okay.
we don't. That's not
Alright.
true.
Yeah, you're right.
We don't.
God bless.
Cam might.
I do
We
actually.
is.
I do have a lot of friends. I can make friends in solitary confinement, man. I make friends wherever I go.
I have
That's my-
3 friend groups, and this is the largest.
Look, if you aren't comfortable talking to yourself, who are you comfortable talking with?
That's what
I
I'm
would say.
saying, man.
My dog. He's my confidant. And I'm only saying that because I've been playing Persona 5, and the word confidant is just ingrained in my head right now.
Oh, I like it.
Such a good game.
The
Yeah.
next line to what I said is, who's more like you than yourself? So you should be able to talk to yourself, right? Anyway,
Ow, fuck.
getting into the game while Sid stabs himself with a needle. Game.
I think I might
In game.
make it to the end of this stitch without running out of thread.
You got it.
I've got like
Believe in
8
you.
stitches left.
Um,
It's gonna be tight. Ooh.
Kazmina addresses the group. Well, my little embers, it has been an excellent evening with you all here. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves. There are a number of things that we should be brought up at this point as well. Just not quite bookkeeping, actually, a bit more about the program that you're all in. As you might have noticed, you have been grouped, and we had a bit of inclination on personalities and who would fit best with each other, but I'm glad to have heard at least you've mostly gotten along, and she does kind of eye Finn and Veronica specifically, and Veronica is just beaming, especially because she knows what is meant, but pretends like she doesn't, because she's enjoying herself greatly at the
Right.
expense of Finn. So Veronica sees no problem, but everyone else seems to kind of generally agree, and there, I will say, there is a bit of a challenge that has been not imposed but requested of this program. Bit of a check on renown throughout the year, or years as it will go, for these groups, because it does cost quite a bit in the ways you've all gotten here, but it is something that the school is welcome to take on, happy to take on. But that being said, there is a bit of a points challenge. Now, most of this is strictly for recognition on the campus, either by your fellow students or from the faculty. And it seems that some have already taken actions throughout the campus in these first few weeks of the school year, and might be a bit ahead. She looks kind of at the group of U7 specifically, in reference to some of the events that have taken place previously.
Well, glory is as glory does, as they say.
I'm on elbows.
Nobody says that. I've never heard that said.
I don't say that here. It's not.
Like a kick
Not
across the
done.
table.
Yeah.
Although you're not anywhere close to him. Actually, now I look at it.
My mage hand will hit
There you
him.
go.
Something will hit this man.
We do the denote. We do the
something mage hand.
we do the Gibbs Denozo back of the head slap. Yeah.
Yep.
Nice. Yeah. I had done. Yes, precisely. No, but at the end of the year we'll meet again several times throughout the year like this. Just I like to check in with. I've not truly not had too many groups, none this large in my tenure here. It's quite exciting, so I look forward to it. Now, I will say that renown comes in many ways, and this is not specifically a task that I'm setting you upon, and you might find, for obvious reasons, this is just more a bit of history on the building that we're in here today. There is a story here in Dapplewing's Manor. Of, it might sound simple, it might sound crazy, but that, from what you might have found on the campus, is sometimes just how things are. There is a being of some kind said to be hidden away in this manor you are through and in today.
And it's our job to destroy it.
Oh no. No. To recover it.
Oh. That's significantly easier.
Which might sound like a strange thing.
That.
That.
Killing. Oh, wrong voice. I think killing things is much easier.
Granny.
I think it's
when
for
you play
Hosmer,
enough D&D,
actually.
you get your voices mixed up, guys.
I do.
Give Jair a little bit of the doubt here.
Sorry.
I have never done
it-
that before at all. It's not something that I've ever done. It's just not a thing that I do.
Yeah.
Fine, killing things is a lot more easier than capturing them.
Oh, and that is the point, isn't it? Because you'll be hard-pressed to investigate this manor during the day, while this is actively being used as the learning annex and meeting place that it is by many professors and whatnot. And that might mean you have to take some other actions to get through here.
Like running the people out in the daytime so that we can explore at our leisure.
See,
I find you're more than welcome to try that, she says with just a big grin and kind of a chuckle.
Alar will grin
yeah.
as well and miss what she's attempting to tell him. Just, cool, I get to run people out of the building now.
Her name is Sally Jane.
Does she have a sister named Mary?
No.
Oh, okay.
She has
Damn.
bright pink hair and a tartan dress. That's about all that I'm willing to give you, but you must recover her without being caught or reprimanded by any of the staff on the property.
Ah, it's a sneaking mission. Understood.
Well, there goes our chances.
Right.
No, I am actually very good at sneaking.
Alright, well, can't all be as deft as you, Matthew.
Mattia, are you not 6'4"?
He's like 7'4".
Are you not 7'4"?
Yeah.
Very
Rampart
above
kind
table?
of like blares his trunk for a second, like at the question, like we could be. Oh, I see your point.
Above table, does Casmina have a last name?
Yeah, she does.
That we don't know. Okay.
Is Casmina
I'm
her last
assuming.
name?
I don't
Okay.
know what her last name is. She goes by Casmina.
I just didn't know what to refer to her as. Is she
You can call her
Professor
Professor
Casmina?
Casmina is a fine thing because I don't want to make. I'll make up some things, but like a last name, it feels like a little bit too much to make up my own sometimes. Uh,
From what I'm reading,
Professor.
I don't see a last name for her
yeah,
in
I'm
any
not
of
seeing it
the
either. I
canon
don't have a plane of
sources.
origin.
Jasmina is her
I
last name.
forgot my question.
Talk about names too much.
I guess I should join Foundry.
She does not have a listed plane of origin.
So, Professor,
Yep.
you indicated we can't be reprimanded while on campus. Does that mean that this Sally Jane might be found off campus?
Oh no, she's in this building.
Is she a ghost? A specter? Spirit? Dearly departed?
Uh, depending on the story you tell, it might be something inhabited by a spirit. Although I don't think so.
Are we allowed to know the story? Could you tell us?
No, fuck you. Yes.
Look at Mattia being smart. Ask the right
Uh,
question.
Amon takes his
Asking
notebook out.
questions for sure.
Story of, you said not Mary, but Sally
Jane.
Jane. Pink hair.
Tartan
What an
dress.
exotic name.
All right, please continue.
Sorry, I'm actually trying to make this up right now.
It seems like you're trying to make this up as you go along. Do you
Nope,
know Sally?
That's not how she is presenting this. She is presenting this much more confidently than Will is. Because
Iman's just like full on just projecting. Just knows what? The fuck are you talking about?
it is rumored that Sally Jane is a spirit, almost a poltergeist, in some tellings. A spirit of mischief that has plagued the school in years past, but has been since locked away, and there are also rumors that she's been hidden away in this very building as a spot that many adept professors do spend their time. They can hold her at bay, but there are also rumors that the tricks that have been played have mostly been of irritation. Things of her being trapped here. And from any research that I've done, she's mainly a but not benevolent. I won't say benevolent, but overall not dangerous in the most strict terms of beings. It's been many years since she's been seen throughout the campus. And it's always interesting to introduce a little bit of mischief here and there. You may find in your travels that curiosity is a driving force a lot of the time. And this is, let's say, just an experiment in that. Finding things, figuring things out, finding ways to get through these halls without alerting anyone or anything. And you have the semester to do this. It's not an immediate assignment, but know that if any of these other groups with you attempt and succeed before you do, that is it. There's only one. Above table, I apologize. I didn't have better folklore. But
How dare
That's
you not
just-
have better folklore?
That's just what I'm given in the book.
Could you repeat that one more time for posterity's sake?
For
Yeah,
posterity.
She is more like a. There's some that believe she's more like a poltergeist. Others that may believe that she is completely fictitious and is a prank. Just talking about her is the prank that some students have built up. Just um, the thought of her over time has built a reputation. um, and Kazmina is interested in seeing if you guys have what it takes to either find whatever this being may be that's said to be in the manor, and she has reason to believe is rightfully in the manor, as um, but for you to find and um, capture is a strong word, recover this entity, whatever it may be, and bring it out of this. And from what you can hear from some of the from Rampart, Quintilius, and Drex, they all are kind of familiar, relative, like, and like just kind of like murmur to themselves, like murmur to the person next to them, like, yeah, this is like a legitimate, like, I've heard of this before, kind of thing. For the natives to the plane, and all have some ties to the school in their family history as well. Again, this is not an immediate task for you, but it is something to consider as you go forward. In your travels, you may find yourselves in a number of different uh, positions, and it's always good to be prepared for a good heist, you might say. Although you won't say that to anyone else on the staff, as that will alert them of your goals, and that won't be good for you. So,
So no faculty is to know that we are trying to acquire Sally Jane.
if you trust them to not get in your way, maybe you could allow that, but I'd be careful, as that might just alert them, and that might be a tactic. Never mind, I'm not going to give you any advice. Um,
So, but here's a question though. If we're not to be reprimanded for attempting to acquire Sally Jane, is she someone that is not supposed to be looked for?
Again, these stories, they are that. They seem to be legends almost of the campus. So, while it's more of the location that is the challenge than the task at hand, I will say that at least.
I understand.
With that being said, not that I was holding you here anyway, you are. It has been an excellent evening. I look forward to any updates and things that you might have in the coming weeks, coming days, however this should go.
I do have one further question.
She goes to stand up but stops.
Um, how many of these points could we expect to earn if should we acquire Sally Jane?
Yes, and that is a good point to go ahead and give our standings as well. As it seems, there are some that have already done some exemplary behavior. Um, this challenge in particular being the first and one of the more officially unofficial ones that are on the table, would be worth roughly 25 points, depending on how cleanly you were to be able to get through and get to her. Due to some, and there have been some other questions shot out that have been a bit more minor. With the involvement of some of our students here, I will tell you that the group that I believe, as you can refer to yourself as the others, an apt name, you have already set yourself in the lead.
Alar will flex.
Yep. She doesn't look. You're sitting right next to her, and she deadpans straight, not looking at anybody, to not look at you, straight across the table at Greta. The dwarf is actually muscular.
Do I get any reaction from anybody?
Scoffs.
Excellent.
And another head slap from Amon, I think.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Your group currently has 15 points in this endeavor, whereas I kept them in kind of an order. I did. I don't have a name for them yet, though. These other groups.
B team, D team, probably.
Sure, for now. The group with Aurora, they have 8, and the group starting with the with Rampart and like the opposite end of the table, they have 9 points. As she's listed and mentions a few things that have happened, other things that have happened on campus, that they have actually been there to, in similar fashions that you have, stepped in before faculty could really gauge what precisely was going on. Young people just hit things until they're not moving anymore. Whereas the faculty is actually taking their time to try to figure out what the situation is until the young people have hit things until they're not moving anymore. But sometimes people's life are at risk, so it's also a major issue. And of course, at the end of the year, there will be an award of sorts as well, although I prefer to keep that to my chest for the moment. And you can find that out, what it is, when you get there.
It's glory, isn't it? Having our name.
I heard that at the end of the year, you're another year older.
Well, that sounds quite boring.
What about another year wiser?
Well, that's all you can say for the life of the poor. Ba-da, ba-da. Ba-da-dum, bum, ba-da-da. Listen to Les Mis today at work. The whole thing. Sorry.
I'm
Go
sorry. Yeah.
No, I love it.
I'm sorry.
I think one of us is mistaken, and it's you.
I don't know, brother. I like the music from Les Mis. I dislike the style of musical where everything is sung on a tone. That's just a personal thing.
Oh, that's an opera.
I said what I said. Nah, I'm just kidding. There are some operas that I do like. Les Mis.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but that is the definition of opera. Like there's no.
Not
Not
necessarily.
Quite, because... Hey!
Uh-oh.
Hey.
Dog.
Yeah.
He's being a dog. Yeah, to the viewers at home, dogs, right? How about these dogs?
In World Cup news, Argentina beat
Yeah.
France on Sunday.
If
So
you
I'm
insist.
too American to have any kind of opinion about this. I'm sorry.
We just keep it on the TV in the office, and it keeps us from doing other things, and I'm okay with that. So
People like hardcore like watching soccer in your office.
we all like put it on the big screen in like the main office or thing, whatever, where I like sit, and everybody brings their laptops in, and we just do work and watch the game. And it's not like we're all invested. None of us watch soccer outside of, and we would not be watching soccer outside of the World Cup.
Yeah,
It's more like the Olympics, you know. Like it's odd.
Yeah, they're like super into like that's okay. Fair
Well,
enough.
we are super into it, as you know, one would be super into a darts competition at a bar. Like while it's happening,
Soccer,
I am here for it.
but I'm not. The Qatar thing has got me kind of.
Oh yeah, that's real
Yeah.
sketch. Don't like any of that.
Anything FIFA puts on is already suspect, and then yeah, you add in the element of like the country it's in is also known for its human rights violations, and you have another layer of the shit Sunday that is organized soccer. But everything's terrible, so we live in late stage capitalism, and Twitch loves it when we stream.
About that.
Thank God you're back. We were getting off into some depressing sidebar.
Yeah, you know. As I was like making a spot for Cole to get up on the ottoman next to me, behind me, Samson kind of like cornered him into this little kind of cubby I have in the room. Like I have an ottoman next to me that kind of sets their room, and Cole felt back into a corner, I guess, and didn't like it.
It was dogfight time.
Yeah, doesn't happen. It has not happened in a long time.
They heard that fucking bell, and it was like,
Bing bing.
And Samson's old. He doesn't have any energy to fight. Cole just put him in a corner.
"What's up, old man? You want a piece of me?"
Samson, no, I do not.
No. What's happening? No.
Absolutely do not want a piece. No pieces.
Good old man. By heaven.
So, I don't. I just happened
Yeah?
to come back to. I can actually see the stream. We have a viewer right now, actually.
It's me.
Oh, no,
It's
no, no,
James.
no, it's like not us, viewer. We have a chat from.
Well, let's not draw attention to the one
chat.
lucky
Our
lurker.
no,
one.
No, I really more upset about this because I
We have a viewer. Oh my goodness. I often talk to the audience as like a fun experiment, and what if someone were to ever watch this?
Yeah.
But
He's responded before, and I just.
We just got a
can't remember
viewer.
his name.
Just got a viewer.
We
Not
just
Lulu,
got a
the other
letter.
one. Sid.
We just got a letter. Wonder who it's from.
Brown.
I just don't remember his name because I've not talked to him in quite a long time. This one isn't from the Overwatch League. And yep, dogs, and... if
oh,
you
I
love-
said, hey chat, how about dogs? Am I right?
Yeah. How about the dogs? All right.
Also, the
So
other
we were.
topic that was actually more intriguing is if you love late-stage capitalism, just wait for the DLC, and I don't know why that makes
Sidebar that we get off into before you arrive to put us back on the right track with Dungeons and Dragons.
And yet,
Here we
we
are.
still have not resumed that.
Sorry. Yeah, what precisely was happening? I don't remember.
Cathedral was attempting to leave, and we were all flexing. All.
We,
All.
Alar was flexing.
Uh-huh.
And in his mind's eye, all of his friends joined him in what was a fun
In a
bonding
group
exercise
flex.
Of, flexing on the inferior people who didn't have as many points as us in the imaginary points game we just made up.
Absolutely not.
I promise you that I almost said the line.
Everything's made up and the
like,
points don't matter.
I really did almost say that. I will say, but I didn't. But now I've told you, so behind the curtain. But yeah, she will say goodnight and let you know that the butler bot named the Earl will see you out when you're done, but you have a bit of time here, at least on the first floor, is where you're welcome to be before you leave, but that's a limited amount of time to be out here.
So who is currently administrating us? It's just the Earl.
That's a dangerous question, and I don't like the way you phrased it.
Yeah, I'm... precisely what do you mean?
We were recently issued a challenge to find someone who or something that inhabits this building, and told that infiltrating the building would be extremely difficult. We're currently in the building, and our chaperone is leaving.
Yeah.
Is there just a robot watching us right now?
Make a perception check.
I like it.
You all may do this, although you may all don't have all this same inclination. Although I'm sure that there is at least one other student that has the same inclination.
Yep.
Her name is Rosie. She's a gnome.
Yeah.
And
my
she's
perception
actually sitting precisely next to Kasmina and Alar.
My perception check totals a 15.
From what you've seen, there have been a few visible servants and things, but I say servants lightly. Various things like automatons or statues, other things that tend to the house.
There are constructs.
There are constructs. There are various likely security measures in the area.
Okay.
And that is a thing that you could note with a check of 15.
Fascinating.
Having that idea, and you were the only one to, at least of that made the check so far, you were the only one to really catch that, just going off the numbers that you guys had.
Dart my eyes around the room and kind of like...
You can see that there are definitely statues towards the front of the door. There are those 8 at the front. The Earl is out here as well, and you would presume there are other things in place as well. It also seems like Kasmina is not quite leaving the building yet. She is going off somewhere to finish up potentially some work she had, or just to wait for the inevitability of one of you to try it now.
Excellent.
And as she gets out of the room, actually, Rosie does, Kasmina walks out to one side of the room, this trapezoidal kind of room that you guys are all in, and she immediately darts off to the other, and not 5 seconds of either of them turning the corner, Kasmina walks her back to the group from the other side.
Well, that answers my question.
I appreciate your excitement, but it won't be that easy.
Imon, my good man.
Yes. Oh no, what? What do you need?
Am I that predictable that by simply addressing you, you know that I'm up to no good?
You've never addressed me, so yes, I'm quite curious.
Never. Alright. You strike me as a man with a deep well of knowledge.
Alright, there's the flattery. Request?
I say this because while I am also adept in spellcraft, like yourself. Believe it or not, I actually am a wizard.
I fully believe it. I've seen you work. I actually have a section on you in the notebook here.
Oh, well, that's fascinating.
Of course it is. Well, absolutely. As one who tells a story, as one who records them.
Wonderful.
See, I've also flattered you.
To not be.
Are you ready for my request?
Oh, indeed, but allow me to finish first. Can you render things invisible? For purposes of mischief, espionage, and subterfuge?
Absolutely not.
Could you render things invisible for the purposes of honest virtue, glory, and valor?
I can render something invisible, but it is already invisible. I cannot make things invisible. It's something a bit of research. I can, however, summon Gregory.
Gregory.
Gregory, yes.
Can you write a calendar?
Not sure. Not on my plane, at least. Although I do recall something in my Inner Plane of Studies course about different calendars, something that we studied about.
Yes, not every plane has Fantasy September, says Rampart.
That's right.
That's the actual month that it is.
Fantasy September.
Favorite place.
I can make gravity around you so heavy that your bones begin to collapse on themselves.
Not particularly useful for my purposes.
Oh, but it could be.
If I ever have a condition in which I'm far too light, or attacked by an enemy who can sever my bond with gravity, yes, I suppose it could be quite useful.
You never know how much gravity's doing for you until you don't have it.
Or you have too much. It's a very delicate thing, gravity is.
And
But
Lars,
last-
if you wish to share your thought, go ahead. Sorry, my apologies.
Oh no, I was idly grousing. I saw a Doomscar once reverse gravity. An entire herd of cattle was sent into the stratosphere. It was horrifying.
Unfortunately, no, I cannot make you or anything else invisible. I can only make something that is already invisible.
I see. My idea was simply, we've been tasked, challenged really, to find something in this building, and it would be significantly easier to sneak about if we could do so without prying eyes looking at us as we do so.
And you hear
Perhaps we need a story
one
for our
of the
guys.
one of the other groups, Grayson in particular, is like, wow, it's interesting to hear this planning, and we could use that to our advantage. I think that it'd be best suited for us to move off on our own and go ahead and make our own plans. Would you care to join me? He asks the rest of his group of Rosie, Aurora, Lorraine, Quintilius. Did I put like all the girls in that group?
When Aurora stands, Alar will stand up, noisily skirt his chair out of the way as he...
Iman is going to put his hand on.
And Talana
Walk over.
is also. Sorry.
Gonna
I
put his hand on Alar. Your request has been heard, but I believe you should hear mine.
I am listening.
You have already made yourself quite endeared to that one, and he will motion towards Allura. Perhaps it is
That's
that we can.
Critical Role character?
Sorry, what's her name?
He said Aurora.
Aurora. I said
said
Allura.
Aurora.
I did say Allura. Aurora. Perhaps we should let them do some of the work for us. You should continue to dote on her and follow around, and as you no doubt intend to, but
I assume this is after they have
oh yeah, 100%.
traipsed out of your
He'd already said that he'd already said they had left.
Okay.
I said they started to leave. And you
Oh,
said
I'm
that.
gonna wait until
Okay.
they leave for
Yeah.
sure,
Yeah,
because I'm not.
I figured
Iman has more social grace than to
Anyway,
inspire
back to the roleplay.
that was a good point for him to have made because I definitely was gonna have them hear
No.
that if he had not asked that.
No, definitely going to wait till they leave.
We're speaking in soft tones near the table.
Yeah, but you should continue to dote on her, and you should also follow them and get whatever you can off of what they are doing.
Well,
There's no need for us to do all of the work.
well, I appreciate your vote of confidence in me. I don't know that Aurora is particularly endeared to me.
I don't think that she is, but I do have confidence in your persistence. And as uncomfortable as that may make me, it is something to be admired.
I am wounded because the way you've said that is not.
I will whisper, "Hey, Amon, you want the under-over on this? Because we got a thing going."
Ahmad will just wave his hand. I will always be truthful with you. You will never have to know my thoughts on a situation, or guess my thoughts on a situation.
Iman, my
But
friend, you and I are allies, and I will work my hardest to make sure that we win this bet by any means necessary. However, I will not betray the trust of my friend Aurora either. So we will do these things the way that we are supposed to do them, which is to say, we'll win on our own merits, because that's where the glory lies.
Ahmad will pause for a second, look Alar, like, kind of squint, look him in the eye. I can't say I'm not disappointed, but I respect your decision.
We're smart people. Between the two of us, and perhaps with some assistance from my other friends, we will be able to suss out how to do it.
Ahmad tries to hold back a laugh. And, okay, Alar.
Wonderful. I should have mead here. Okay, like, go back to my wine glass.
Ahmad will shoot Finn a look.
So how should we begin this task?
Well, I know she said we shouldn't do it right now, but we could just try right now, says Veronica.
Good Veronica, by the way. Can we transform into an animal, perhaps? There's an ancient saga in which Valky, the god of lies, tricked Torvald by becoming a mouse, sneaking into his room.
I've seen.
I could do that.
I've seen.
Mattia.
Mattia. Sorry, Mattia. And Veronica does that. She's like, she gets too excited with to say this, like, to finish the sentence realistically. Yeah, Mattia's done that before, although not a mouse.
Turned to
Cat be
Mattia.
good, and she like goes to go into the bag of tricks.
I forgot.
Ahmad takes a step back whenever she pulls that bag out.
Is this at the
Perhaps.
time? Okay.
We should discuss this outside the halls.
I'll look up at Mattia, the one person in the group I think I look up at. Mattia, are you capable of transforming into a very, very small animal?
I could. It is. I'm very capable of that. Yes.
For one thing, that's extremely impressive. Your studies have progressed at an alarming rate. For another thing,
Level 2. Level 2.
Class is. For another thing, that could be pivotal in helping us win this particular challenge. You could become
Well,
a mouse or an ant, even. You could sneak undetected through the halls.
I believe an ant would be a little beyond my capabilities, but a mouse is certainly doable.
It wouldn't be too frightening for you.
Mice not so much, but the frogs...
Wonderful. I shall not ask you to become an amphibian, but If mouse is more doable.
I want that to be on a T-shirt so bad. No, I shall not ask you to become an amphibian.
With an image of a dark elf, just like
That's amazing.
well,
So above table, poltergeist that it could be inhabiting a person or a thing.
Mm-hmm.
that's pink hair, and his name's Sally Jane.
Okay.
And lives in this specific manor that is used as the learning annex during the daytime, making it difficult to sneak in until it's nighttime. We want to sneak in anyway.
Nighttime, daytime.
So what exactly is a learning annex?
It's like
It's
how do I explain this without
basically a
being
spot
deep?
for this purpose. This is like there are offices here for one. There are a couple professors that have like their actual offices are in this building. There are a lot of well, I can actually hold on. Let me see. It gives me specifics on what this is. It's often used as, again, just as faculty offices and a setting for lavish dinner parties and intellectual gatherings. Why is it
It's like a community center.
Is that so?
It's a place for academic mediation and counseling for students.
Is there any type of sign? Is there any type of signage anywhere that indicates whose offices would be here?
Sure.
Sid, your tank
Uh,
top is the same.
They
Yeah.
are on the upper floors, and you have, and actually at this point, the other group, while they did not leave quite as quickly, they've actually been kind of dispersed and around the camp. The offices are on the second floor, I think. Yes. And it seems you're not permitted to go up the stairs at this point. So there would be likely signs.
Who's gonna stop us? A bunch of robots?
Precisely.
There's a red rope across the.
Oh yeah, that's the. Someone just steps over it, gets immediately body slammed by a golem. Like,
No, the devs actually just put an invisible wall there. So
oh yeah, you just simply cannot move past it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Jasmina's just like upstairs with like a barrier up, like on each side.
Stop.
I literally told them.
Force wall.
But like two individuals, very small force walls.
There's a planeswalker for that. What is his name? He's a mono white planeswalker. He does that.
He's
He,
the
like,
shield mage guy.
yeah, he creates shield tokens. He's like exclusively the I make shields guy. They killed Gideon so that he would make more sense as like a dude who has those powers.
what?
I don't know,
I'm blanking on his name.
We'll go Taylor.
but you can lock someone into a demiplane with a wall of force.
Teo. His name is Teo the Shield Mage.
Hmm.
It's gonna bug me all day. Is he at the university? Have we met any Teo?
Nope.
Okay.
So far, it's the only
Yeah,
you've
You
met.
put up these walls.
Maybe. You've met 3 individuals you know to be planeswalkers. They are Kazmina, Liliana, and Nico.
Our dear friend Nico. Are they the same year as us? No, they're older than us.
Correct. They are in their 4th year.
Oh wow. Close to graduating.
Correct.
Is it a 7-year school?
Nope.
Is it an 8-year school?
It's a 4-year school.
7 year. Who would ever go to a 7-year school? What kind of nonsense? Let's keep things grounded in reality here.
Cries
Okay.
and master's degree.
Oh yeah,
Cries.
no, it totally, like, it totally could be like theoretically if that was a thing that you could do in D&D. I couldn't like this could be a 7-year school, but there are many challenges to that we're not getting into.
Also, who would ever keep up with a franchise about wizards and other magical people going to a magical school for I'm not even gonna.
7 years
The reference is Harry Potter.
for 8 movies. What happens if you split your soul into 7 pieces? They make 8 movies about you.
Let's
Get to
I
That's-
believe
I
the
have to-
actual quote was pizza.
Yeah, I did slice my pizza into 7 pieces.
how.
I was
Oh, I can
Intoxicated.
Show you. Hold on.
One of those
Did not-
things that you real fucked up.
it was formed like it was like a oven
I-
pizza, like a frozen pizza. So like he was only concerned about himself. Like the rest of us had already. He was specifically making.
So
pizza
too,
for
we didn't have a
himself.
we don't have a pizza cutter. We didn't have a pizza cutter. I was cutting it with like a kitchen knife that only went halfway across the pizza anyway. So I
That's
wasn't
okay.
like going.
That's the answer to that riddle. By the way, you
I
could
wasn't going straight across.
ask that as a riddle, and it would be the answer would be he used a kitchen knife instead of a pizza cutter because you're thinking of a halving and then quartering and then eighthing.
Yeah, no, that's not what happened. I definitely I put the point of the knife in the center of the pizza and I cut it apparently 6 times to create 7 slices. And they were all pretty evenly sized.
It is true.
Incredible.
I have a question above table.
Mhm.
Can we see the runes that are located near the stairs?
Like the ones
In
that
game.
that group is in, like where you guys met the other group up like over here.
These dudes.
The runes.
Yeah, we're unconcerned with the rooms. We're far more concerned with the
Yeah,
rooms.
they seem to be. You've seen this on the campus. There are many places throughout the campus that have effectively limited teleportation circles that go up the
Hmm.
floors, because there are many different students. You've seen like students in wheelchairs, centaurs who would have a problem going up and downstairs.
Various mobility issues
Yeah.
that could make stairs. This is accessibility. That's cool.
Specifically written.
Good
in
for
the book.
Strixhaven. I applaud them for their diversity.
Yeah,
accommodations.
they have no reason to not.
You can literally use teleportation circles to go across vast distances. Why not use it to go upstairs?
Setting up is expansive. Yeah, seems like you kind of have the first floor at your leisure. After a little bit, the other group does leave as well. They seem to have hit a wall, quite literally.
Literally.
And are also going to plan in a bit more quiet areas where they aren't concerned with. They also were kind of trying to listen in on what your plans might be a little bit, it seems. Whoever has the highest passive insight, which is probably Matya, seemed
Step
to
one.
gather.
Learn to become a mouse. Step 2.
It's like,
Question
okay,
mark?
once
Question
they heard,
mark?
like, okay, cool. No, I don't think we need their help anymore. We're good.
Step 3. Profit.
So should we just plan on breaking in at night?
Sorry.
If you give me some time, I could potentially learn how to render things invisible.
Ooh, how many?
Yeah, this sounds like an issue that we'll be a lot more equipped to handle later.
I would like to attend more of my studies. I'm learning quite a lot about even the simplest enchantments that I thought were beyond me are now. I'm grasping them much more easily.
What would you say the greatest thing you have learned so far is?
Oh, I can now channel magic in the air around me to enter a transcendent state that allows me to be at a heightened level of awareness. I call it Act 2. My professors call it Blade Song, but I
Amada's just writing down in his book.
find Act 2 to be more theatrical, better for the story. I'll likely add more acts as I learn more magic, perhaps even a rising action, a denouement, various other storytelling tropes as special abilities. Intimidate.
Interesting. Oh. It's interesting. I'd love to see it sometime.
Oh, thank you. What about you? What have you been learning in your courses?
The beginnings of understandings of planes and their locations. Perhaps with the possibility of learning to traverse them at will.
Ooh, well, that's fascinating. I was under the impression one needed to be born with a spark. That's what Casmina told me.
I was told the same.
Well, then I wish you all the luck in the world. If you could crack it as a magical formula, that'd be fascinating.
What's I suppose the trope would be a dream, a goal, long-term thing to set oneself to. But it begins here with finding Miss Jane, I suppose.
Every journey has a beginning, as they say.
That it does. That it does.
Do they teach chronomancy here? Are you able to learn more about your personal brand of magic?
There are some who know more about it than I do, but as far as I am aware at this point, there is no specified chronologist. But it could just be that I have not been privy to all that Strixhaven has to offer.
Maybe
They're not necessarily forthcoming with all of their offerings.
Perhaps you could make a pilot program, teach others how to manipulate the fabric of time.
Perhaps so. But I suppose I'll have to survive this first. Are there others like yourself who tell stories with their skin?
Yes, in Kolheim, where I'm from, the elves, my people were once the deities of Kolheim. We were betrayed by the Aesir gods and cast out into a region, in my tongue it's called Svartalfheim. That's the home of the Dark Elves. Now we catalog our own story on our flesh.
Tragedy is... Suffering does breed a certain sort of person, and the will to persevere through it is something that not all have.
That is certainly true. This tradition started when the Aesir destroyed all records of our history. We decided to begin recording it rather than on weak paper, on strong flesh. Keep it with us wherever we go.
Well, thank you for sharing that.
Of course. I'm actually proud to tell my story.
I see.
The Aesir.
It's very apparent with the pictures that you put on yourself and the fact that you did not cover them up.
It would be a disservice to my ancestors to cover them, you understand?
Of course. That is what I'm saying. Muscles intensify.
Again,
Halo flexes.
like show muscles though.
Yes, they
It's just
are
very toned. Yeah.
super useless in combat.
kind of lean and sinewy.
Just I hate the word sinewy.
Can I have everyone make a perception check for me?
Ooh, I got a nat 20.
Perception.
So
He didn't
21.
need your help, Jerry.
I do though.
Thank you for the help, Jerry.
Yeah, thanks for the help. I got a 22 that time. Last time I did it before he said it, and I got an 8.
Garrus is like you're still like today's one of the days that you're like bulking. You're like finishing like some of the precisely the food that you're interested in. Not all of it obviously, but like there are specific things that you need today that you know better than I do, or Garrus knows better than either of us do. That you
He's
are
pairing,
like yeah.
pairing veggies with carbs specifically.
Yeah. So you don't quite notice, but you want me to make one for you? Sid.
Yes, please.
And Finn is just kind of watching you in disgust.
Tracks.
Delete. Let's go ahead and just even though that they're not here, we'll see what they think. On brand. Oh, less on brand. Veronica also does notice. You hear a voice coming from one of the back rooms. From as he comes as a troll comes bursting through the door. This gentleman.
There's a troll in the dungeon.
So your turn.
Oh, and he is like, as he comes out, there is steam rolling through. There shouldn't be anything cooking right now, as you're very well done with dinner at this point. But this is it's a troll in chef's garb. He comes rolling out and like gasping. What is going on? It's far too. Why is the steam? It's the spice. Come on, what is going on? And behind him, come 5 cauldrons, kind of like roiling in the air. Through this, I'd like everyone to roll initiative for me.
Oh, geez.
If you'd like to disperse around the table a bit more, you're. Oh, sorry, you've not been able to move this whole time, and I just realized that you didn't really need to until now. If you'd like to kind of disperse a little bit, you're more than welcome to have done that. I've not given you the chance to. I kind of.
Where is
Roll,
this Alar?
Alar is up here. He didn't have to be there. I moved him, so I didn't.
And Bob was definitely talking with Alar, so he should be right with him.
Is that initiative roll?
Yes, I did.
I got one on that too.
Okay, cool.
Says no active encounter.
Oh, sorry, I forgot that's the thing. I'm responsible for that.
And I'll be right.
Yeah, god damn it.
You're not even here.
Oh, that's right, because you were there.
Plight of dungeon masters everywhere is to forget to create an active encounter.
It is a thing.
Let's see. What is this character sheet?
Thank you. That's exactly what I'm wondering.
Where is my initiative roll?
Okay, just go to the tracker.
Top right.
Oh, you can't just go to the combat.
Now you
Tracker.
can, because I put you in there.
Boop, boop, boop.
That's right.
Yeah.
For the record, and we'll probably forget this by the next time we have to use it, but it's at the top right below proficiency.
That's such a dumb place.
Probably I'll also update back to the old sheet that we've been using.
Tidy sheet. Tidy sheet is the best.
Yeah, I like that one that I found, but because it fits with the others. It fits with, like monks, whatever. I like that sheet.
Oh,
it also,
sure.
I think that it doesn't work with some of the core functions of
Yeah.
sheets now because of how it was developed. This is the core sheet, though.
I know. I just wish we were playing Pathfinder.
Oh yeah, no, I do. I still want to see one of the books just to like see how they're written to see how I should design my thoughts.
I need to get that to you.
Yeah.
Heavily redacted, but get
Oh
it
yeah,
to you
no,
nonetheless.
I could also just go and find
What do you play, sir?
like a different story altogether that I could look into.
Yeah, you can
Don't
get the
need the
PDF,
Alpha Star one,
any of
'cause
the
we're definitely
PDF.
doing that one next.
Oh, it bothers me that I don't have these squares set up as squares.
Oh, right. We're just kind of loosey goosey.
There is a grid on this map, and it's kind of in the right shape. These guys are the wrong size, but I'm not gonna. They are not this big, but they are.
These are cauldrons,
They're floating cauldrons. Yeah, currently.
and are they roughly what size are these cauldrons? Like, would you say these are like the ones you
These would
cook
be
in?
they'd be small, like small, like as a size in D&D, not equal size to you guys, more close to size with Drex, but I'm not gonna change the size. I'm not gonna go through and I
So
could have done that ahead of time.
The size cauldron you'd make a big pot of stew in.
Precisely.
Okay.
Yes. These are cooking cauldrons, as you would probably gather based on the garb that
Chef's garb. Okay.
Guillaume, yep, that's how it's pronounced, is wearing. You don't know his name.
Is he any particular type of troll? Like a rock troll or a mountain troll? Or is he just...
He's a troll.
Okay.
He is a particular type of troll. I don't know what it is right now.
Okay. I didn't know if they had particular type of trolls on.
You know,
Maybe?
probably.
They're troll.
That's kind of his one. Like you wouldn't expect a troll to be a cook generally because trolls are trolls, but he seems.
Sure.
And we could talk more with him later. We'll find that out while we're.
All gathered quickly that like what we would typically assume is a monster race doesn't mean that at all in Strixhaven.
Precisely.
We've seen all kinds of random nonsense. It's just like, all right, he's a librarian. Cool. Good for him.
All right. So that will start us off with Alar.
Oh my. Okay. I will. Let's see if I can get some movement. See if
Should be
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So I'm not quite fast enough to get within a melee range here. And I also can't land on the same square as my pal there, so I will need to be like
you're good.
Oh, okay.
He was yeah, you're good. There is a square that you can. I don't know how this is set up actively. If you guys can be set up like this.
Yeah. This was very funny.
This is not supposed to be a combat map. The way I have it set up, I apologize. I've used many of my non-combat versions of these maps on accident because I just like it's easy. You're already here.
So they'll only make it this far. For my action, I will use Vicious Mockery. I will call out to the one in the lead here, and as I see it like floating out of the room, and normally I'm the one that licks the pot, not vice versa. Not my best material on the spot here, but it'll make a wisdom saving throw. If it can hear me, I guess.
Man, this music's so calming. I don't even know I'm in combat.
It fails. Oh yeah, thank you. I literally don't think about that. I have thing playing for Sid.
I really just wanted to get in before Sid said it.
That'll be 1 point of psychic damage, and it will have disadvantage on the next melee attack. No, the next attack it makes. And that's it for my turn.
Combat.
The magic, whenever Alar uses Vicious Mockery, it looks like quill jabs. Like there's ink spilling. Furiously writing insults in its direction. black.
Oh, this is quite a firm, but I'm fine with it. Whenever it kicks in for you guys. This track is called the Regular Knoll.
Interesting.
Regular no.
There's a decent
that
chance that it was pulled from something from Critical Role, at least by the name.
That will end my turn.
Alright. Someone who knows D&D better than me off the top of their head, what does half cover give you?
Plus 3 AC.
+3 armor class.
Cool.
That's not usual for me to know a rule off the dome that you don't.
That's
That's weird.
one that I don't have to think about, because people don't use cover very often. And also, it's not on my side.
Yeah.
Alright. Next up is... hold on, where's the...
I was gonna be 0 help there because I was gonna ask you if it was half or partial cover or full cover.
That's Pathfinder.
Because in Pathfinder that makes a difference.
Playing Pathfinder, Devin.
No, I get stuck.
Playing a kind of simpler, kind of less granular game.
Yeah.
Yeah, last week in Pathfinder, I did something like in combat that I felt like for the first time since we started playing, I was like, I did a good thing and know how to play this game. And we've been playing for a year.
Yeah, Pathfinder's a lot. It's like a miniature game. It's like a tabletop like war game that got like scrunched down into a tabletop RPG.
It is. I will say, since I think we're waiting on someone.
Oh, no,
It is a lot of fun,
We're not.
and Foundry makes it possible.
Fair enough. The game made more playable by digital aids.
True.
Yes. Like at all possible.
There's like
In my humble opinion.
I guess to be fun to play at the table.
Unless you've got a calculator sitting in front of you.
Oh, okay.
And like a book, basically. I'm talking like just for your character stuff.
D&D 5e was definitely made from the ground up to be like playable at the table. They would be able to like off the dome.
Yeah.
While you're playing.
Yeah, it was the Skyrim to Oblivion.
Right.
So, this cauldron that seems to be you can as it gets closer, you can see it kind of whirring with steam coming out, like it's upside down and like floating around. There's a bunch of steam. You hear kind of a cackle, and something said in a language that I think that none of you understand. In a language that none of you understand.
Primordial by chance.
Language that someone knows what it is because context clues.
I'm looking.
Troll?
I checked the two people who might have it, and it was oh no, Veronica surprisingly is the one that understands it. I didn't. She does have primordial on her list.
You know why we suggested that to her? Because all the spirits of Kamigawa
Yeah. That's what it makes.
are
Like
elemental.
she has primordial and Sylvan. I let her have both of those kind of weird, like kind of outlier.
Because Kami might speak those languages.
Yep. In various different forms. It's a spell that has been cast on this individual in the cauldron. But that will be all it does for its turn. Garrus, you've been presented with some things to hit. What shall you do?
Garrett was probably sitting. He like stands up. So typically I'm supposed to wait. About 30 minutes if I'm consuming this large of a meal before fighting. However, I will make
The
an
troll interrupts
exception
you and just
in
says,
this
"Boy!"
instance. Just
very loudly as you're talking, as he's being harried by
who
two
does?
the troll. Oh, let's go ahead and put him in here too.
Oh, Guillaume does. I was
Yeah.
like,
What does he do?
oh, sorry.
What does
pal.
his character sheet actually look like?
What is the weapon that? Oh, he takes out. I mean, he probably brought the maul today.
Oh, to dinner. Yeah.
Every day walking around.
Well, listen. He like has his. He has sleeveless armor, so like he's showing his gun, so he has to carry the thing that looks like it would be heavy.
Respect.
It's all part of the presentation. So unsheath. Am I 5 feet away from this steam method that's right here?
It's a cauldron.
Yeah. This
Cauldron.
No, it's a cauldron.
You
What are you
can
talking
be
about?
with it.
Oh.
You might just step up. Again, the map's kind of weird. Your token.
I'm fine with moving.
Yeah, you can move to get there. Yes, with the glaive, I would
Yeah.
have said you were fine.
No worries.
I would say you get to get a little bit closer. You can see the names, can't you?
No,
or
we're
you
just
just
good.
know, you just know. Never mind.
We're just good at Dungeons and Dragons.
I mean, again, context clues.
I'm going to.
Did the music stop for you guys too?
Yeah.
Nope. Change your volume slightly. It happens on the DM side sometimes. You can just fiddle with your volume, it kicks back in.
I also lost music. Oh, there it is.
Oh yeah.
I'm just going to. I'm going to swing.
Will, slightly. Fuck you. Me.
I didn't mean. Yeah, I mean, you really just change it just a little bit.
This is
Excuse me,
totally
sorry.
the wrong music, but I
I'm
love it.
going to attack with the maul.
Okay.
Is it? Would you call it like a Darth Maul?
No, more like a shopping.
Hold on.
I see.
Check something real quick.
Joke.
Take
Okay.
it with him when he goes to the town for shopping.
Yeah, this is what I bring with me when I go shopping. It's my shopping mall.
You have disadvantage on this attack, on top of it being in. Actually, hold on.
Disadvantage.
Actually, you know what? No, you don't, because of it. Yeah, you don't right now. You don't have disadvantage because it's in the.
You
how
can't
this is
see.
happening. Yeah, you can't see it. You technically have full cover, but you'll have plenty of chance to do damage to this thing. It casts blur on itself. I will
Okay.
tell you.
Or ring its fucking bell.
Or Veronica will tell you. It said blur.
I rolled a
And you don't-
14
Uh,
to hit.
you will hit.
Bam.
Oh, great. Okay.
It's just a cauldron.
Yeah, how bad can it be?
8 points of damage. We're at level 2, right?
We are most
Yeah.
depressingly.
We have twice the levels we had when we started right now.
As you do hit this, the cauldron flies off. It like kind of tips. You bring it to the ground and kind of rolls to the ground, and instead, you see a blurry form of steam in front of you, just kind of cackling. Would have a wide grin if it had really had a face. It is just steam come into form around you. Anything else
Guys,
before your
it's
turn?
just what could go wrong?
Okay, we're literally fighting air. This is. Wait. These might be Geists. One of these might be Sarah, Sally. I mean, Jane, Air. No,
Sarah Silverman.
Sally,
Oh.
Jennifer.
It's definitely Jane Eyre.
That's actually kind of funny. I like that a lot.
One of these might be her. Maybe we should not destroy them. I end my turn.
Can't Miss just tell us not to kill them? Question
I think it was drinking a little too much.
He's definitely not feeling himself. If they bleed
Garrus
black
has not
ink,
had
then
a sip of alcohol.
then we fuck them.
I don't think Garrus has been drinking enough. Like water.
And that will bring us to Amon.
Amon?
Yes, that's the one.
Iman.
Is going to watch the geisty people do geisty things, and then just kind of snicker a little bit, and whip out his his pocket watch.
Okay.
And it's actually going to. I mean, nobody's probably going to notice this, but it gets actually really, really, really tight and starts to compress itself, and he's going to speak out a word in Elvish and cast Magnify Gravity.
Aloft Elevar.
Except for it doesn't
Magnifying gravity.
I was about to do that. It doesn't give me the chance to lay out a template. So I'm trying to figure out how to do that.
What is the spell?
You could put it into a spot that would hit this one, the one to the south, west of Guillaume, and the very most southern one. You can hit 3 of them with this
I will do that.
without hitting any of your allies or those specific 3. Yeah, I will.
This is burning hands.
Nope.
Can I do it? I don't have to do it. Never mind.
You don't. Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Constitution saving throws. Correct.
Yeah, DC 13.
The first one that was viciously mocked does make it. Second one next to Guillaume does not make
Who
it.
cast Vicious Mockery?
I did.
What?
It's one of my wisdom.
I had one shtick.
The other one doesn't make it either.
My only range.
Okay. So I will roll my damage. Those who did not make it take all of it. Others take half. Those that did not make it have their speed halved as the floor around them and the chair, couple of the chairs and the table, crunch and kind of crush into each other in this as at the center of this spell, as gravity magnifies and pain is caused as they take 9 points of force damage. I will use my bonus action to feel good about myself, and then I will pass my turn.
That is something only possible in the magical world of D&D.
That's true, man.
And having
Debit laughs and Devin.
Alright, next that'll bring us to Veronica.
Hey,
Big boy.
Yeah.
big
Veronica's turn.
Adjust her
Oh.
hat and move here.
Is her hair still dripping?
Not anymore.
Okay.
Aurora and Lorene both did they helped to pat, they actually helped her try it out and talked to her just a little bit, because Veronica was very not open to, she's like, what are you talking about? Just ignoring the whole thing altogether. And okay, we'll talk about this some other time then. You're good now. She will cast you know what, yeah, let's go ahead and do this too. Her eyes will go kind of, actually, I won't describe what her spellcasting looks like because she's not had a chance to do it. She'll cast Bane on 3 of these individuals.
You were maybe born in Steam. I adopted this Steam. Wait, not that vain.
Molded by it.
What do you hit to do to tag multiple things? What key?
shift,
Okay, thank you.
and then click.
Yeah. It was the
Chief,
shift was the. I was
and-
trying to use control and it wasn't working. Let's see if this does this. Like I wanted to. It does it. Awesome. Charisma. Oh, he is.
Charisma.
This
It's a
is the.
charisma save?
This is
Cool.
the same one that saved off of
Magnify gravity.
yeah, that one. Fail. On that one next to Guillaume. Actually,
Guillaume.
she targeted both ones next to Guillaume. Yeah, the other two fail. So I will demark these guys with. Let's see, is there a bane?
Whoa.
Oh, you were born in the dark. Oh, you think the darkness is your friend?
I'll use cursed. That's close enough. These two have been baned, and that's more for me than you guys. Well, I guess you don't really know, actually, now that I think about it. But player knowledge, those are the two that failed. That one succeeded. Hold on, do they move with
Magnify gravity?
yeah.
I don't think that's part of this spell.
That's
No, they
gravity's
don't.
sinkhole.
Yeah, they don't move.
That's an arrow spell
yeah.
you're thinking of.
Yeah. It is it's a bigger this spell too.
Yes, gravity sinkhole. Yeah.
So that will bring us to Matsuya.
Sweet. You probably saw me doing it earlier, but I think I can get all three of these dudes with a burning hands.
Burning hand.
Is that accurate? If I angle it the right way?
Which three?
Right there.
Oh yeah. That works.
And you're gonna catch the table on fire.
Yeah, and he's gonna stick out his hand, and as he does, he says, "Sorry about the furniture." And as he says that, you see this ball of flame kind of apparate in front of him, land on the floor, and you can see it's Mozilla as he shoots a gout of blue flame out of his mouth.
I adore that your Firefox is named Mozilla.
Should have went against the grain and named it Bing or something.
Explorer, yeah.
Bing.
Or Jeeves.
Bingsley, please, if you would.
All right. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh yeah, because they're gonna take damage no matter what. Well, unless steam methods can't take fire damage.
Yeah, I was worried about that, but I figured I'd try it anyway.
But they're cauldrons.
As
right, your knowledge.
As you cast this, the steam emanating from the cauldrons increases.
Shite. Devin knew that would probably happen. Matsuya did not.
Hey, you can't even tell if it did anything because they're in cauldrons.
Exactly.
Anything else for your turn?
Sorry.
So no.
Actually, I probably will. Well, I don't know. I'll stay here.
This one that is at Yom, it will actually he'll move out of his cauldron. Actually, no, he won't. Not yet. 50. He actually he will go towards Veronica and realize he's a little bit slowed by the cauldron that he's in, and kind of shift around in it. And you do see that there's a face in the steam looking at you, and it says something in Ignan,
Nope.
Something to which we are ignorant.
Yes.
Only Veronica.
And it will do a similar thing back to you.
Ruh-roh.
Why can't I change the direction of this? This is not the way that I want to do it, but you know what I'm trying to do.
Control scroll wheel.
Control wheel, even.
Nope, not now. And now I can't even find the. I'm doing that thing that I always do, where I can't find.
It's the ruler.
Uh,
Your square, as Sid would call it.
Is your speed square?
Your speed square.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you guys would call it. That's what it's called.
Thank you, Mr. Stewart.
Which one?
the one that set the information correctly.
Mr. Stewart. Which is how they were
I need,
listed on the cruise when
I
it came
need
to my
Mattia,
Mr. and Mr. Yeah.
Mr. and Mr.
Finn to make dexterity saving throws.
Okay. Okay.
But you know what?
Can-
Would you
Good
like
on
me to
that.
do it for you?
Yes,
me,
please.
so
Yes,
progressive.
please. Is that what we call that?
Hey!
Presumptuous is what I might say.
Presumptuous girl.
Presumptively progressive.
But yeah.
Mattia rolls a natural 20. Oh, and you guys can't see these because I'm still on the self roll. Finn rolls
got
an
it.
11, and Drex rolls a 5.
I choose to be better at this than I
Oh
am.
no, you're fine. You're good. You passed.
Okay.
Drex failed.
to be better.
Well said, Sid.
I was channeling my inner Belle.
You know, that's fair.
Oh, I failed to say check. No, I'm just gonna choose to be better at it then.
If you succeed, you take 3 points of damage. So the two of you take 3 points of damage, and Drex will take 7. I will apply that for you, Sid.
Thank you.
Are you resistant to fire?
I am. Wait.
What kind of tiefling are you? Are you the correct kind or are you the incorrect kind? For this
I am
scenario?
a tiefling.
Hellish resistance. It says, yeah, you have resistance to fire.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Okay,
But
yeah.
in like a different flavor. I'm the frosty kind of tiefling. Still resistant to fire, but because
The other way.
I have cold blood.
They hand out
At least
resistance to
that's what
fire.
they
Like,
said.
No, that's
Yeah,
I
no,
believe
yeah,
that's accurate.
Yeah. Like you have Legacy of Stick. Yeah, because you have Ray of Frost and Arm. Yeah. I see it. You do.
Yes,
I was
yes.
making sure that you had that you didn't. That I didn't import the right thing, the wrong thing, which
I-
I might have at one point. In fact, I didn't import it on the one that I made for you because I didn't know what type of tiefling you were. Because there's like 12.
Yeah, that's accurate. That's
Uh,
true.
no,
That will bring us to Finn's turn.
Okay.
love that guy.
Hold on. Ow. Sorry, guys. Gosh, I'm too old for this. Oh. I moved to the floor for more like surface space for my
Bad idea.
sewing, and I'm just.
Oh, not that old. Look at him. His early 30s.
He's already
just that
lost
Man,
most of his torso. Look at him.
God, I'm just wasting away over here. Okay, let's see. How do you play this game again? I can't see. Gotta get my spectacles. All right. Really though, how do you use your sheet? Oh, damn.
Welcome back to D&D. This one's a little simpler. You can do this. I believe in you.
God damn it. All right, I'm gonna do that thing I always do. Wait, where's Garrus? All right.
Devise a stratagem.
Kinda for somebody else.
this steam method is in the
There's a
cauldron next to
cauldron.
Garrus, and
That one is not in the cauldron. The one next to Garrus is not in a cauldron.
Garrus and Alar. Have any of them been hit effectively, to my knowledge?
Sorry. Yes, I thought that you guys could see these. God damn it, Will.
We
Being
have
a
been.
TM is more difficult than you want it to be.
Can't even see what my couldn't prioritize the targets around here, guys. God damn it!
Do you
Oh.
have a scan skill that allows you to see health bars?
Yeah, scan. You gotta get scanned. And you have to invest an AP into it.
It costs an AP. I'm just saying, like it's not.
You
It's
should
not
be able to
free.
see that one now.
It's not free.
Yeah, I see it now. Okay. Oh, the rest of them all full.
No.
Ish. All right.
The only one that's full, the only one that's not been hit is the one next to Guillaume.
All right. He's getting ready for
A Fae of Frost.
The one that has not.
no.
We just saw fire bounce off of him like water off Duck's back. Like water off just
No. Like duck off of a water's back. I will
It took me like that bothered me because I actually say like water off a duck's back like every day at work. And I was like, but that's not right. But
Guys, I
You're-
saw alligator crossing the road the other fucking day. It was crazy.
I also saw now.
Do you? I was gonna say, yeah, do you work where Will works? Because you see that every day.
I work on well, yeah, I work. Y'all know where I work.
Is this the spell Fairy Fire?
fairy fire. Yeah. I'm just gonna say my spell component is today is not your lucky day, and you'll hear the sound of dice rolling.
This is a dexterity saving.
Again, I'm reflavoring most of my spells to be like Domino's mutant ability. I want to twist kind of luck a little bit.
Hey, I had a
so
character
in-
that thought that I was going to do that, and then I just didn't like it anymore.
So in this case, I'm trying to push them all into having worse luck.
That's a dexterity saving throw, correct?
It is dexterity saving throw for all creatures and objects.
Yeah, the objects all fail. They're all lit.
I think the objects fail.
They're lit
It's lit, fam. Is that right? Am I right?
yeah. You
Any
are right.
creature in the area when the spell is cast is outlined.